I'm at Syracuse, New York, which is about 4 hours from New York City. A-level I studied biology, business studies and geography, and then I had chemistry at AS. Well, one of the girls I played at Irish Under 21 with a lot of the girls from America, and they really sold it to me. They really enjoyed America, and then I was talking to a girl, Emma Russell, and I fancied going to Syracuse, New York, because it was one of the top universities for sporting. And then when she went back, she obviously told the coach, and then the coach got in contact with me. And then all I had to do was, I had to do SAT tests, get my visa sorted, and apply through the university, and that's how I ended up. I train for 4 hours every day, apart from a Monday. So every day we have class from 8 a.m. until 11, and then we have training from 2:30 to 6:30. Except for Monday, we get Monday off training, but because we miss class all week, we are in class from 8 until 5, and then we have tutoring from 5 until 9 at night. We scored 1 goal. That was in the national championship final. So, my favourite food is always going to be Chinese. I think we always get it on a Monday night. After a hard day of learning, we always get Monday night Chinese. It's really difficult because we train so much, and obviously school expects so much from you. But we have so many tutors. We have a tutor that comes away with us on all our away trips, and we get tutoring on a Monday night, for example. And all the professors are really understanding. All weekend, and you can't finish your work, they'll give you extensions and. I think you just have to be really upfront with it. I also think with we get food for us, they feed us all the time, so we don't really have to cook that much. So whenever we're in season, we don't. Although it's stressful, we get all the help that we need. No, I can't say I really get nervous. I'm really excited for games, but I know a lot of the girls get really nervous. My pre-game rituals. I put my left shin guard on before my right shin guard. I'll always sit down about 3 minutes before we walk out because I hate playing about on the pitch. And that's really it. We have a pre-game dance in the locker room. Which I'm good at. That's it really. My low moments were obviously at the start of the year. I got very homesick because I was missing home a lot, but I surrounded myself with all the the other European people, and we if you needed to talk about it, you could talk about it. And I think surrounding yourself with the right people is probably the best solution to anything. I've also had a lot of high moments. Obviously, winning the national championship was a high moment, and I just think. Being with your team and bringing everyone close to you and really just talking about it really just helps. So wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. and then go, and I usually have a bagel or something before workout, and then we'll go to workout at 6 a.m. and then after that they'll usually give us toast or cereal or something, and then we go to class from 8 till 11, and then after that we'll get salads or jam sandwiches, nuts, things like that for before training, and then we'll train from 2:30 to 6:30, and then after that we usually have pasta or we usually have pasta, steak, salads, salmon, anything you want after that, and then before I go to bed I usually just have yogurt and granola or something. So you have to be. Everyone works out at 6 a.m. in the morning, which isn't compulsory, but it's expected of everyone. If you're below 20% body fat, you're allowed to just lift in the morning. But if you're above 20% body fat, you have to run in the morning. It's called Breakfast Club. And so we have that, and then we obviously train. We obviously train from 2:30 to 6:30, and we're expected to do core or whatever within the morning session, and then that's really it. Off season, we're expected to run, which we get like a fitness program for. Like we got a fitness program to do over winter, which is like running 10Ks, running 6Ks, like really long distances. We usually travel by plane. We usually fly places, except for one tournament which we drove to because the coach is really superstitious. So, we drove to that. We drove to Virginia. The most exciting place that I've been to is California. We went there in pre-season, and that was really cool. Like just to start my journey off in California and getting to go like sightseeing in the nice weather. That's definitely my favorite place. And what was the last question? Do we travel a lot? Yeah, we travel. I'd say every other week we travel, so we're on the flight quite a lot. I'm usually up about 5:30 if I want to skip breakfast, and then I usually go to bed around 11, half 11, depends how much homework I have. Like if I have a lot of homework, then I'll go to bed at like 12 or so. Oh no, you get all I can get is. We have this equipment guy called Dan the Man, and he gives us all the equipment. So if you need like a t-shirt or you need like gloves or your head's cold, he'll give you like a hat. You just go and say like, hey, can I have more gear? And then he'll give you it. And then he washes our gear, so he knows like if your gear's running, like if it's getting like worn out or something, he'll just like replace it. We just put it on a loop. It's like a thing, like we just put all our washing in, and then he washes it and dries it and returns it. He has a 2-hour turnaround time. I'd say it's like Premier League hockey, maybe a bit higher than that. So a lot of the pace from the game comes from people running, rather than at home it comes from the ball pace. So there's a lot more like running involved, running with the ball rather than without the ball than at home. So I'd say it's just about higher than club hockey. Oh, it was unbelievable. I honestly can't really still describe the feeling. Like I think it was special for me, but it was especially special for all the people who had worked so hard for it for 4 years. And I think it's such a brutal competition. It's from the start of November, it's one game at a time, because if you play one game and you lose it, you're out. Like that could be the end of your hockey season. So I think it was especially really special for us to like go there as like, because we had won so many games in the season that we didn't want to like lose it and become cocky in the off season. So I think it was really special for us to come together and finally win that trophy. And spring, it involves running and more running. So it's almost like a pre-season. That's how I've been described it. So we're just gonna run from 12 to 4 most days, and they're gonna get fit for next NCAA.